Well, there we just finished the chest day. I skipped completely forearm and shoulder because I should have done that yesterday and I didn't. And today I wanted to see which exercise is damaging my shoulder, and I think it's the dumbbell fly that is damaging my my shoulder. The today I did everything exactly the same except I didn't do the dumbbell fly, and that has worked wonderfully. I don't feel any pain at all on the elbow. I don't feel any kind of pain or anything, and I think that has been the problem on the elbow, on the shoulder. Also, not sleeping anymore on this shoulder has worked wonderfully, and yeah, I think with these two things, I'm going to be able to recover the elbow, the shoulder. The elbow, on the other hand, is more a pain. I think I hurt myself with the 40 kilos curl. Not hurt, but I shouldn't try that much weight. Is really not necessary. It's just too much. I don't need that. So I'm not going to try the next bicep day. I'm not going to put that much weight. I'm going to lower the biceps, the first exercise, from 40 to 35 to see how it feels, and the 30 kilos with the straight bar to 25 and see how it feels, because today I feel a lot down here, but I think this is soreness from triceps day. It doesn't feel like the pain that I feel here. Is completely different, and here in the right arm also feel here the soreness, and yeah, it's a bummer, now that I feel good, that I feel oh good, I'm making progress and everything, is when I start to break down. I don't feel like it's really fair. But anyway, this weekend I went to the what's the name to the concert, to the festival, and it has been. It was really. It was really not that big of a deal. There were a lot of people with their families and everything. That festival has changed a lot from when I was there. Well, the last time that I went there to the festival, I was 16 or 17, and we were drinking and partying really hard. And now it's like, it was everyone there with their kids, and it wasn't really that big of a thing, that big of a party. Was, if you, well, no, was everyone there with the family, with the kids, and I don't know why I was so nervous about this one. I didn't, the level of people partying hard there were very minimal. And minimal for saying something, but I think no one was there partying hard. Was more going there to see their favorite singer, and that's it. They were not doing things strange or anything. Very nice overall. I mean, for me, it was pretty boring. I ended up going with a friend. We stayed there for 1 hour and a half or something like that, and then we went to his apartment to play Black Ops 6, trying the new zombies, because that party was extremely boring, and the people that we went there, I went there with a friend, and this friend went there with clients that we are going to make video clips for video clips for their album, and it wasn't that big. We thought that we were going to stay for the whole night, and that wasn't the case. We went there, we see a big chunk of the first singer, then we get a message from them. We went there, and at the end she had to sing there at the festival, and they were, I didn't understand right, but I think there were problems with her, the back images and videos that they display on the concert. They were having problems with that, and she need her and her team, so they were there troubleshooting things, so we didn't have anything to do there. Then we went to my friend's apartment to play the new zombies. Today we are at 20 seconds mark, 87 calories. Today I went a little bit under. We are now just 7 calories above the objective. Now it's 10 calories. Well, let's say 9. And overall pretty underwhelming. I know that the first guy to sing there is not always the best, but the rest weren't good either. We hear their songs on the phone to see if we will go back or anything, and none of them would really like it, and neither the people, because at 11, I went there at 9 with my mom and my aunt. I parked the car, I went with my friend there, and at 10:40, something like that, we finished talking with these people. We went to his apartment at 11:30. My mom and my aunt called me to go to pick them up and taking them here home. And when I come back home, and when I came home and when I come back, I see lots of cars already going home. They weren't staying there for that much. We finished playing at 4:30 in the morning, and the streets were completely empty. The town was completely full with cars, and at 11:30 and at 12 when I come back to my friend's place, already was a spot in his street, and when I come out at 4:30, his street was completely empty. So there is no one there seeing even the last two. I think that thing ended at 5 or 5:30 or 6, something like that, and I think there were no one there to see that finish. Also, I see the Instagram stories, and no one stayed there later than 12, so I don't regret going back. And yesterday we went to see Smile 2 at the theater. It's okay. I mean, I'm going to talk first without the spoilers. I mean, the overall, the movies, it's alright. I mean, it's not as good as the first one. But I mean, it has too many jump scares. Where the first one, it wasn't. There weren't that much jump scares. You know, they wait more. When I say jump scare, I mean there is where is this thing? This is not with this. I mean, there has to be a quick image and sound. For example, there is a girl watching the phone like this, and then the camera switch from the phone to the side view, and in the side view there is a monster here, and if there is only a monster and there is no sound, there is no boom, there is no anything, that's, for me, it's such a good a good scare, because it doesn't need to be a sound for you to be scared. So the less jump scare there are, the better. I mean, when you take this hard image of the monster or anything and you separate it completely of the sound, for me that's the best solution. So in this Smile 2 there is too many jump scares. I mean, the build up to those jump scares is really good. I mean, the way that the movie managed the tension, it's really nice. You are going to really enjoy the movie. But for me, it's at this jump scare where they aren't, right there. Even though there are a couple jump scares that are so well managed that I really enjoy them. Yeah, I think this is the finish of the no spoiler section. Overall, if you go on, I don't know if in the UK or in the USA there is a special day where all the theater tickets are half the price, but if there is deals like that, totally go to see it. If the ticket theater is quite expensive, I wouldn't go. Now let's talk with spoilers. I'm going to check quick if the phone is still filming, because I don't trust him anymore. You should be hearing me. Well, now with spoilers. On the film, the first scene is very well managed. It's this guy that survived the last one, and he's trying to pass the course to the next one, to the next person. You know, the whole scene is nice. Could be better, but it's the beginning of the movie. I really like it. But just at the end of this first scene, the guy has to run from a house. He's running from the house, and he runs across the street, and without looking the car that is coming, and gets hit by the car and completely destroyed by the car. Okay, fair. A little bit cheap, but okay. Then the camera starts to rise up the way that you see the scene, that is a big stream of blood, and is drawing a big smile. First thing, I don't feel quite right to put the logo of the film in the film like that. Also, is a lot of blood for a car crash. Anyone with an Instagram account, I'm sure you have seen these horrible crashes on people, and you will not see a drop of blood like that. I mean, that guy has to have like 50 liters of blood to paint the street the way that he did. But I mean, completely paint, and it doesn't have any sense at all. Anyway, the camera is going up, and you see a red smile draw in blood, and suddenly from nowhere the title of the movie comes, Smile 2, but it comes with a pop theme, a strange thing that comes from nowhere, breaking completely all the tension of the movie. I mean, you know, when like this presentation on the first movie of the Suicide Squad, you know, there it could have some sense, but here, you know, all the tension that you build with the first scene and everything, and you don't get bothered by that big smile painting in way too much blood for a human being. If that didn't take it out of the movie like it did to me, this thing, sure, it will do. Completely out of the blue. I don't know who put that there, but you know, it broke all the tension of the first scene for no reason. Then we get to the next protagonist, that is a pop singer, and her whole theme is really, you know, all the image that she used on her concerts and everything is quite similar to this first Smile thing title, but you put it at the beginning where there is nothing related to that until that point. It doesn't have fucking sense. If you put that same thing at the end, it will make a lot of more sense. But right now, no. So we get to know the protagonist that has problem with her friends. He had a very awful past. He's making a comeback from a very awful crash where her boyfriend died. and where her boyfriend died, and everyone is putting pressure on her to make this first concert excellent, and you are seeing how the life of pop singers or artists in general are way worse than it could seem outside of that industry. I really like that. I don't know if that a little bit of um, a critique. I'm sure there is, because through the film, well, on specific points of the film, you can see discussions very similar to very big controversies that have happened through the years with Britney Spears, with Miley Cyrus. If you know about these controversies, and you see the discussions in the movie, you will make connections pretty quick, and it give us a big. It really humanized this protagonist, this pop singer, that it could be very detached from the regular people, but in this movie you can see that she is really there, with golden chains. I really like that about the movie. Now, on the scary part of the movie, it didn't make it to me. Maybe I wasn't there on mood to see this movie, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But the first guy that was in the house, I mean, she has to go to see a drug dealer because no one is going to prescribe her Vicodin, I think she said, for her back, because she from her accident she has scars, really ugly scars on her belly, on the leg, on the back, and she has an injury in the back, and she needs something stronger than what she has, and she had to see a drug dealer for Vicodin. So she go to his place. When this guy opens the door, he grabs her, he puts a knife on her throat, asking why is he there, how she knows that he was at that time in his place, and she showed that she has been talking with him through the movie, through this, I think it's 10 minutes of the movie, or 5, and the guy completely freaks out because he doesn't remember having write that. So this guy, if you paid attention on the previous scene, is the same guy that survived from the first house, where the previous survivor came out, and where the first survivor of the last survivor of the last movie started the movie, and this guy, this drug dealer, is the only witness that survived on that house, and he's completely paranoid now. And as a drug dealer, you might think that he's taking absolutely everything that he has, and that's why he is like that. And that ruined the scene, because if you see all the drugs that this guy have, how he is acting, the last thing that you will think is that he is cursed or anything. You think that that guy is super high. Well, our protagonist convinced this guy that Well, she managed to calm down this guy, and this guy is like forgetting everything every couple seconds. So he goes for her pickling. He, takes forever to take the pickling, and when he comes out, he is smiling in a pretty scary way. She gets scared, and this guy runs to his workout place, grabs a 15 kilos disc. I think it's 35 pounds that were right in there, or 38, I don't know, or 40 pounds. I don't know what was right there. I just focus on the 15 kilos. That is what I understand. And the guy takes the disc and starts slamming to his face. That, it can be horrible to see, but at least for me, it didn't scare me that much. Because I know that the guy smashes the disc to his face 3 times, and the guy is completely destroyed. I know, sadly, that if you hit your face with a 15 kilos disc, your face is not going to get like he gets, like completely skinned on all bloody and everything, because that disc is not cutting you, it's not doing anything, and certainly you are going to get, again, with your nose broke, your lips broke, your teeth broke, everything broke, but you are not going to get those cuts depicted on the film. It doesn't make any sense. If you told me that the guy was attacked by a tiger, I can see completely those injuries from a tiger, or from a bear. I don't know if you have seen this guy that was attacked by a bear, and he had five big cuts along his face, and the guy completely destroyed but alive. And a surgeon managed to rebuild his face, and the guy was, with 5 ugly scars, but I think he doesn't need a mask or anything to hid away the result. Anyway, a very unrealistic injury, and the guy dies. I want to assume that the guy dies because all the substances that he has been taking, and he suffered a heart attack, because there is no way that you will die for hitting your face 3 times with a 15 kilos disc. I mean, there is way, but the movie is very unrealistic. Seeing that you have a kitchen, you have knife, you can do really nasty things to kill yourself and to traumatize the witness and to curse them, to pass this demon. And that one wasn't really that big of a deal. I mean, in fact, in the later scenes, I thought that this girl or protagonist was more concerned about if the police could find that she was in this drug dealer place than this guy killing himself with a 15 kilos disc. There is the mark half an hour, 377 calories. Well, let's do it to 400 and so I can finish talking about the movie. So I didn't like that death. I mean, in the first one there are more crude ones, more, you know, this demon wants to traumatize his witnesses, so do truly awful things to their victims. Not this thing. This thing is, I didn't like it. So she is cursed now, and she starts to see this guy everywhere. She's alone in the build up. The build up to the jump scares or to the scares are very good. I like it a lot how this director managed the build-ups. I don't like the jump scares itself, but the build-ups are really, really good. 93 already. And you know, there are quite good scares. I think there's one good jump scare in these scenes where she is freaking out with this guy. Later, and there is 400. Okay. Later, this girl goes to her place that is in New York. It's one of these big flats where is you know, everything luxury, and I didn't know if it was his apartment or it was a rented hotel, because she is in a, I don't understand very clearly if she was already on her world tour or she was going to give the first concert where she lives. And I'm going to move the phone. Well, that I didn't get that if she what's the name? If she was already started the world tour or she had to start. And there, the place. Well, right now I'm really hard for me to think what I was saying. Yeah, that the world tour and all of that. There is too much noise here and I can think. Okay, I'm going to put that back here again. Maybe I will cut all this section. Stay there. Maybe I will cut it. Maybe I will just put it. I hope the phone and everything is in one place. In fact, I'm going to cut and turn it back on again to save the whole clip there, just for the kicks. And what I was saying, okay, this girl, I don't know if she was already, this was her first concert in New York, and she was renting that place. That, I don't know, the place was really, it doesn't look like a hotel. It was very personalized. So maybe it was her place that she rented for a long time in the hotel or something like that. And this place is really scary. It's a big, it's not a room, it's a full house, but a flat, apartment, sorry. It's a big apartment, one story only. but it's super big and super scary just from the get-go. The thing is super dark. It's full of it is full of mirrors. It has long hallways. It's a pretty scary place to live from the get-go. And with the setup of the movie, you are going to be really you are going to pay a lot of attention. Oh, there is a lot of noise today. And I'm with the headphones and everything, but I'm still hearing the noise. A very scary place to be already, and I don't know how. If you see this place, you are going to put your defenses up, and for a scary movie for a horror movie, that's not very good. You should manage to get the people relax sometimes. Again, some setups in the movie manage to the viewer to relax, other just rise up the tension. Okay, she gets to her place, and she called her old friend that told her to stop with the drugs and with the drama and with everything. Our protagonist just, she didn't want to know anything about this her best friend anymore. If you have read, heard, or suffered this thing on your persona, when a friend, family member gets addicted and you tell them to stop, they will distance from you, usually in a very bad way, in a very explosive way, and this is what happened to the protagonist. But now she's freaking out with this guy, her drug dealer, that is appearing to her. He is stalking her. A spirit can do that. I don't know if there is a specific word for a specific to stalk people, but the spirit is stalking her, and she's freaking out. She doesn't know who to tell this. She's really young. I think I don't know if she's under 30 or under 35. But this artist has their life so mangled, but everyone that she doesn't trust her mom. Also, she is not going to tell her mom that she went to a drug dealer house, and this guy, they let himself in front of her, and now she's seeing him all the time, and it scared her. So she called her friend, her old best friend. She starts seeing this guy again. She's hallucinating with other person, a crazy fan in her apartment, and this apartment is really scary from the get-go. And when she runs from the on the place, when she comes back to the when she tries to get out of her place, she opens the door to her old best friend, and she, the guy was really about to take her, and the guy's no more there. All the things that were broke, they were broke. So you see there that was another hallucination, and she asked her friend how she came so quick, because her friends told her that it will take her like 45 minutes or 50, and in the movie it's just 2 minutes. And that's what she told her, that she only took how she took so little to come here. And she said, what are you talking? I've been driving for 50 minutes already. And the hallucination doesn't stop there. There are really cool scenes with her friend and that's why I'm not going to say anything, even though I'm talking with spoilers. Then we go to the through the middle of the movie. Now there are very good scary parts where it doesn't need to be a spirit, a grotesque scene. Just with her trauma from her accident is good enough. The build up and the scare, it's good enough. You don't need to add anything to that. That is enough. That is scary enough to, at least for me, to be in tension, to be uncomfortable seeing that. And that's why I think the jump scare didn't add. I said there is a couple jump scares that are really good, but there are more than are completely unnecessary. There are good scenes where she's practicing her choreography of her concert, and she falls because she thinks that she had her leg broken again, and she starts to freak out because you know how you can say that your leg is broken again when you look at your leg and it's perfectly right. And she, you know, you can see in her face that she's thinking what I'm going to say now, and she you know, blames on one of the dancers, but the choreographer is right in front and he saw the whole thing. You know, there is a very good balance between, you know, you are seeing the things that she's seeing, you know that she can't tell what she's seeing, and also you are seeing at the same time how all her actions and her acting towards those things will affect to the people that are not seeing anything of this in the movie, that they are going to think that she's crazy and she's on drugs again. And you have a triple suffering there, and it's very very good managed, and I really like it. So now let's go back to the end of the movie. At the end, she discusses with her mom. She ends up killing her mom. She meets a guy that his brother was killed by this thing. The guy, you know, made his research. He finds how the course works and everything, and he wants to help her. Luckily for us, for everyone, the guy is I forgot the name. A nurse. The guy is a nurse. I don't know if the nurse for guys is the same. In English, you call nurses also the guys, or there is another name for men. But he's a nurse, so he told her that they have to kill her by stopping her heart and her brain, and you know that's extremely dangerous. But if you do it in a cold environment, you can prevent the brain from rotting itself. You know, you have to like 2 minutes on regular condition, but on extreme cold you have 9 minutes. So the brain is that. So she goes to she end up killing her mom because she suffers a big hallucination. She passes out and she wakes up on what's the name? It's not a rehabilitation center. It's a wellness center or something like that. She starts hallucinating again. She kills her mom, and she actually kills her mom. She runs away from the place. They end up going to a Pizza Hut, an abandoned one, and there in the freezer of it's a big freezer like this room. You know, this guy tells the protagonist to lay on there's a not it's not a hospital bed, it's a a surgery. I don't know if you call it bed. Yeah, it's a surgery bed. Well, she lies there. The guy has to take something from outside, and the freezer doesn't open from the inside. That's not true. I mean, there's the mechanism to open a freezer is extremely simple. It's simple to the point that it cannot fail. At least here in Europe, and I think in the UK it's also the same. In the US, I'm not sure, but it's completely stupid to not put that system in the US because it's more simple, it's cheaper to make, and it's extremely safe. So, for the sake of the movie, the freezer doesn't open from inside. So she starts hallucinating again. She fights the demon, and she beats the demon. And here's another plot twist. She didn't defeat the demon. She starts hallucinating again, but it looked like was everything a dream. She's now on the concert. She's giving. She's on the stage. Her mom is in this balcony. In the VIP balcony, I imagine there, applauding, cheering for her. Her assistant is there. He's it's not the producer. It's the executive producer. The guy who puts the all the money is on her left. And here is where you say, "God damn it! It was everything a dream." I already waste 40 minutes of my life on a fucking dream. So this is the final of the movie, where the demon is right in front of her. The demon enter in her body and make her delete herself, stabbing in her face the microphone. How she managed that is a demon. How the microphone didn't destroy itself, well, because it's a movie. And the demon managed to traumatize, like, I don't know how many people could fit there. Let's say 5,000 people right there, plus the people that were seen there on the pay-per-view, if there was a pay-per-view of that. And that's how he finished the movie. So there will be a Smile 3. This movie cost 28 million to make, and is now is making 228 or 128. Is making 123. Sorry. So it was everything a dream. There will be Smile 3. I didn't like the final. I really like the thing of the feeling of this demon has ruined her life. She was a pop star. She had everything. She was a millionaire. She was famous. She was pretty. She was whatever you want. And now, by the end of the movie, she has killed her mom. She has seen by the people that has a lot of money and produce and help these artists as a crazy, another crazy artist that you shouldn't put any money on her. She didn't make her first concert because she killed her mom. Now she's wanted by the police. All these things that you think if this girl survives the demon, she will be on a cabin lost in the wilderness, trying to survive. And for me, that's really scary. You know, you have a demon inside you that has destroyed your whole life. You managed to beat the demon, but the demon already has took so many from you that living is really oh, it's really hard to live with everything that you have lost and you have done, even though you weren't fully aware of what you were doing. And that is really scary to me. Sadly, not for the director or for the writers, because you know all the ending from the wellness center to the final of the movie, except that last scene on the concert, all of that was a dream. Like 15 minutes of the movie I thought that was way earlier, but I was talking with this friend, and it makes a lot more sense that it's from the wellness center that she hallucinated all the rest. I didn't like the ending. You know, it's that thing of losing everything and having to find a meaning to keep living by yourself. That's way more scary than the demon killed her and everything was a dream. Well, these last 15 minutes where she was already seeing that she has lost everything again. So that's my rant about the movie. Really good movie. You find the ticket half price, totally worth it. If you have to buy, if the theater on your city, on your town is quite expensive, I will look for better movies. If you think there are no better movies than Smile 2, yeah, go to see Smile 2. But if there was, for example, Terrifier, if you want to go to see Terrifier or Smile, go to see Terrifier. I think it's a better movie. For example, and that's it. I mean, the tension is really well managed. There are scares and some jump scares that are very good. There are quite a lot of jump scares that you are seeing it coming right away, and you are like, there is going to be a jump scare right now, in a couple seconds, in the next camera change, and there is. And again, there are other jump scares and scares that you are not going to see it coming. So overall, I will put a 7.5 to the movie. There are a lot of movies, horror movies, that doesn't make even to the 4. Terrifier is again there on 7.5, 8, depending of if you like B movies. I don't know if you in English is series B or just B movies, but if you like B movies, this has to be the best B movies ever. It could totally rivalize with any big budget horror movie, totally. Yeah, 7.5, 7 for Smile 2. I mean, Smile 1 is easily 8.5, 9, easy. But no, this one is a 7.5 if you like, but 7. For me, it's a 7. So I will see you tomorrow with back. Hopefully, by the by the morning. I've been thinking on doing also just one video weekly of this, I think it could be a lot better. You know, like a recap of the week, because I don't know, I think it could be better. So I will see you tomorrow with back. Bye.